Are you interested in working with microfluidics but don't know how to get started? Then this is the right video for you. My name is Henrieke Meijer and I will introduce the Micronit Fluidic Starter Kit today in this video. What we're going to discuss today is first I want to introduce Micronit to give you a feeling of what the company is and what we can do, and then we will introduce the starter kit, the idea behind it and what you can do with it. I want to introduce the different holder types that we have available and some different applications you can use these holders for. Afterwards, we will discuss some customization options that we offer as well. Micronit is located in the Netherlands, and we have about 25 years of experience and expertise within the company on how to work with microfluidics. This means that we don't only offer manufacturing options, but also help with the design and the development of your microfluidic products. We have about 1,000 plus customers worldwide in the life science and health segments, and we're ISO 9001 and 13485 certified. As stated previously, what we can do is we don't only manufacture, but also really help with the development of customers of their microfluidic products, helping them to get from an idea to market-ready products.
Consider a world where healthcare is made easy, made available, and still made for individuals. A future where lab quality analysis and diagnostics are personal, accessible, and adaptable. We can create it. To achieve this, we at Micronit enable change, a life changer. While the world keeps thinking bigger, we plunge down into the unseen world of the micro and nanosphere. We work at the edge of what's possible and produce innovative microfluidics consumables and MEMS products. By bringing the lab to the people, monitoring your own health becomes simple, accessible for everyone, and still tailored to the individual. We're not alone in our mission. We've teamed up with our clients in an idea to manufacturing process to create impactful life science solutions and medical applications. For over 20 years, Micronit has set the pace in our area of expertise, developing unique, state-of-the-art microfluidic-based solutions for life-changing companies. Together, we believe in a future where we all age healthily. Micronit doesn't just add value to chips. We put all our energy and passion into developing amazing, life-changing products.
The video that just showed wants to emphasize, and that's what we were trying to do, is manufacture and fabricate products that really help microfluidics embed into healthcare, where microfluidics components can be made easily accessible to really progress healthcare systems and innovations. We do this with making sure that microfluidics products can be personalized for personal healthcare or medication, and by making the prices go down by creating fabrication methods that can be fabricated in high throughput methods. The topic of today's presentation is about how to work with our off-the-shelf products and our starters kit, but I also want to explain that if you've worked with the off-the-shelf products and you're really ready to take it to the next step, or you need a personalized product, we also have options to work with prototyping, where you can offer a small batch of chips to work out your design or your proof of concept, or to work with really product development, where we take you by the hand to work from your idea or your concept to really market-ready products. And after that, we don't leave you behind. We also offer the contract manufacturing of the product that we designed with you. But the topic of today is the Microfluidic Starter Kit. So what is the Microfluidic Starter Kit? The Microfluidic Starter Kit contains everything you need to get started with your experiments right away. We have two different options for starter kits. We have a top connect and a side connect version. Both holders offer the fact that advantages such as that they're reusable. So even though microfluidic chips can often not be reused, the holders can. The sizes that these holders are well-plate format, which means that they're compatible with all the standard microfluidic microscopes and other tooling. By creating the interfaces that we have on the chips, they're flat, which means that there's no additional dead volume. All you have is the tubing going through your microfluidic chip and out of your microfluidic chips. And since we have the flat interface, there's no additional connections added to the chips, lowering the chip price themselves. Let's focus first on the top connect holder. The top connect holder is a system that has everything you need to get started, including pumps. So the system contains a microfluidic holder with a set of chips of your choice, 2 pumps, and all the tubing that you need. The tubing that is standard included in the setup is 1/16 inch, but it's also possible to work with 1/32 inch. This holder set is suitable up to 5 bar. If you need a higher pressure system, we have one available in the web store. We will put a link below. One thing to emphasize is that if you are working with syringe pumps, which are included in the set, they are a flow rate driven system, but the holder is only suitable up to 5 bar. So please make sure that when you work with it, that you check whether the set flow rate does not exceed the 5 bars of pressure to prevent leakages in your system. But the Top Connect starter kit is very user friendly. It's very easy to connect the holder to change chips. So when you change a chip, you just close the holder, close the lever, and you're ready to get started with your microfluidics experiments. If you want to swap the chips out to start a new test, you just open the holder, replace the chip, and start again. This holder is, as we said, the most user-friendly option that we have. It's suitable to various different sizes of chips that we have available and up to 5 bars. The other option of chips that we have, or holders, are the side connect chips. The side connect holder has the advantages that instead of having a top connection on the chip, the fluid enters from the side. So there is no 90-degree entrance, which reduces strain on your sample. So if you have a really sensitive sample, such as cells or bacteria, they're really gentle on your sample. These holders are suitable up to 10 bar, and they're available in 2 different sizes. The size that I have on my display here is 15 by 15 millimeters, but we also have a set available that has a larger frame, which is 15 by 30 millimeters long. So again, the side connect works with up to 10 bars and has a straight side connection which is gentle on your samples and is suitable up to 10 bar. Especially when you're working with different types of chips, you want to make sure you check the right system. So how do you make sure you choose the right one? Well, you can check the criteria which your system needs. Are you envisioning that you're going to swap out chips often? Then the Top Connect is the easiest to work with. But are you really afraid that going for angles will damage your samples? Then the Side Connect is the best option. Now we've talked about the kits themselves, but what chips can you actually use in these systems? We have a range of different web store products available, which you can just order in the web store and get started straight away. Some of them are the observation chips. They are really suitable for cell counting or imaging, where you want to have some of them are available in a very thin bottom, which makes sure that you can get really close with your microscope, comparable to the thin microscope cover slips that you're used to working with if you're working with normal microscopy. Other chips that we have available are the organon chips, where you have the option to actually seed cells into your sample, because these chips are open and closable, where you can open the chips, seed your cells and close them, after which you place them in the holder, and you can gently flow the media through the chips to make sure your cells stay happy and alive while you can do the monitoring. Another third option we have of chips are mixing chips. These chips actually offer you the option to mix to test different chemical reactions in applications such as organic synthesis, LNP manufacturing, or different types of chemical reactions that you want to test. And fourth option that we have is the EOR chips, the enhanced oil recovery chips. These chips mimic the environment of a rock pore. So if you're working in chemistry and you want to enhance the amount of oil you can recover, or other media which is porous, which you want to mimic, you can use these organon chips, these EOR chips, to mimic these environments, to test different chemical reaction solutions or flushes through your chips to enhance the recovery rate. The last option that we have in a web store are droplet generators. I want to emphasize that for droplet generators, it is not suitable to work with syringe pumps because these tend to have a bit of a cyclic pressure on your chips, which means that the flow will not be steady. That's why for droplet generators, we advise to use a pressure-driven system because these supply a steady flow through your chips, creating very homogeneous and reproducible droplets. These droplets can be used to emulsify or encapsulate different cells or samples, and you can use them for further testing. So these are the five topics we have readily available in our web store, but we also have the option to customize this. So as said, if you have a chip, if you're looking for a chip that's either not available in our web store or you've tested our web store products, but you want to try your own design to enhance your own discoveries, it's optional, possible to order customized chips. What you do is you upload your own design, and our design team will check whether these can be manufactured and if changes are needed. After which you can order a small batch of chips of, depending on the chip size, 20 to 40 chips. So I have some examples here on the desk which show some optional customization options. So these can be made for both side connects and top connects. It's no issue. If you're thinking, well, these holders are nice, but I don't think they will match the custom design that I have in mind, we also thought of that. We have customization options for the holders as well. So if you're thinking of a chip design that is not in the normal rate of 15 by 45 millimeters, which we have in our web store, it is an option to actually make a adjustable insert. You can customize an insert, or we have adjustable insert in our web store. These inserts are the same chip width or wider. We have two different versions available, but you can adjust the length of the chip in this case. So you can make them only 15 by 15 or make them up to the microscope slide format. So that's an option you have. If you're thinking, well, I don't want to use pumps or tubing on both ends, but I want to have reservoirs embedded, this is an option. We have experience with embedding reservoirs into the holder where you load your samples and then you either flush it with pressure or negative pressure or gravity through your chips. It's possible as well. Just like you can add electrical connections, the holder that I have on the display actually has a connection on the bottom. So on the top of the holder, there's a box embedded with the microfluidics connections as well as the electronical connections for your chip readout. Not only do we have customization options for the top connect, we also have customizations of the side connect, where you can, for example, change the housing shape of your side connect. The example shown here has only an inlet port on one side, and the outlet on the bottom is actually designed so that it adjusts to a certain size of needle used in embryonic research. So we have I've shown you different research topics of chips that we have in our web store, and I want to emphasize a bit on the innovations and platforms that we're used to working with, such as cell sorting or sequencing, reactions. We're also used to working with nozzles. You can find those in the web store as well, but those require a different type of housing, sample preparation. So anything you need help with manufacturing or thinking of prototyping or product developing, we have experience in different types of segments to help you out there. For the manufacturing of these chips, of prototypes or custom chips, we have different types of solutions. We work with glass, silicon, or polymer, and we have different types of structuring and bonding methods as shown on the screen. After the structuring, it's possible to functionalize or integrate different processes or functionalities such as reagents or sensors, as well as the post-processing. If you're thinking about how to separate them, we can dice them, how to package them so that they can be shipped through a safe environment. And then finally, everything that we ship out is quality controlled, which means that they're checked with measurements and other methods. So as a recap, what we offer is not only microfluidic products that are off the shelf, we also support in prototyping and product development should you want to take that next step after this introduction with the starter kit. And if you're at the full end of the loop, you can use manufacturing to really upscale and finalize the product. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in our web store soon.